to, from one Hillary to another, the next President of the United States of America, Secretary Hillary Rodham Clinton.
What a low energy audience. Sorry, I just want to closely observe whether or not she's limping. Can sick Hillary even walk? Oh, she better hold on to that rail. Oh. It looks like she's dying.
As we await Secretary Clinton backstage here, we believe Secretary Clinton will be coming around the corner any minute.
What happened to her? She disappeared. Where did she go? I know where she went. It's disgusting. I don't want to talk about it.
We are a battleground.
This bitch looks like she's dying, bro. Is she coughing already?
Thank you so much. I am so thrilled to be back in Reno at Truckee Meadows Community College.
Ew! It looks like she's dying. She's trying to be like high energy, like welcome to the college, but she can't even really summon energy in her voice.
His disregard for the values that make our country great is profoundly dangerous.
Keep reading that teleprompter.
This past week, under the guise of outreach to African Americans, Trump has stood up in front of largely white audiences and described black communities in such insulting and ignorant terms. Poverty, rejection, horrible education, no housing, no homes, no ownership, crime at levels nobody has seen. Right?
What are you talking about? Isn't that what liberals do every fucking election to win the black vote? They say, it's so bad for African Americans in America. You're oppressed. I mean, wait a minute. I thought black people in America were oppressed by white supremacy and systemic institutional racism. Aren't things bad for black people in America? So if Trump says things are bad for blacks in America, if anything, that's just giving credence to the notion that they're living under an oppressive system. But now saying that black people struggle is now racist.
Now, he said, you can walk down the street and get shot. Those are his words. But when I hear them, I think to myself, how sad. Donald Trump misses so much. He doesn't see the success of black leaders in every field, the vibrancy of black-owned businesses, the strength of the black church. He doesn't see...
What? He fucking got endorsed by Don King. The guy works as an entrepreneur with black business owners all the time and black employees. Like, what? Is that what? Just make shit up. Oh, he's a racist. He said racist shit.
He doesn't see the excellence of historically black colleges and universities or the pride of black parents watching their children thrive. He apparently didn't see Police Chief Brown of Dallas on television after the murders of 5 of his officers, conducting himself with such dignity.
How is pointing out the struggles facing the black community somehow neglecting the successes of blacks in America? It isn't. You're just a fraud and a witch.
He certainly doesn't have any solutions to take on the reality of systemic racism and create more equity and opportunity in community.
Bitch, it's called a liberal plantation, and you're the fucking slave master, unleashing that whip.
Now, Trump's lack of knowledge or experience or solutions would be bad enough. But what he's doing here is more sinister. Trump is reinforcing harmful stereotypes and offering a dog whistle to his most hateful supporters.
Wait a minute. Now, again, how is Trump feeding into any negative stereotypes? Again, it's you, Hillary Clinton, the racist white liberal, who is projecting her racism onto Trump's words. In fact, just earlier today on Twitter, let me pull this up real quick. Some moron, he's a liberal, he's a white liberal, and he revealed his own inherent racism. We'll pull that up in a moment. But to say that Trump is feeding into stereotypes, again, Trump is only pointing out some of the hardships facing the black community. He never said that black people don't accomplish anything in America. He never said that. But you're basically assuming that because he didn't say that in one speech, it must mean he thinks blacks can't succeed or haven't ever succeeded in America. So again, it's almost as if you are projecting racism onto his words that he never implied. And the exact same thing happened to me on Twitter today. I mean, this guy goes, he quotes Trump. He's like, Trump said they're not sending their best. They're sending murderers. They're sending rapists. You know, the Mexican comment. And of course, I told the guy, look, Trump was referring to illegal Mexican immigrants. That is a subset of a subset. You're the one thinking he meant all Mexicans. Are you racist? You know, you would think that these are the racist people because no one's thinking about race. Trump's not thinking about race. He's never saying that all black people can't succeed. He said that there are problems facing the black community. Yet you take that and you say, oh, he thinks all black people. Like, what? No one ever said all black people. So for you to say that he meant all black people, well, the only conclusion I can come to is that you're the one thinking that all black people are pathetic and inferior and can't accomplish anything in life. Hey, it's white liberal racism.
It's a disturbing preview of what kind of president he'd be. And that's what I want to make clear today. A man with a long history of racial discrimination, who traffics in dark conspiracy theories drawn from the pages of supermarket tabloids and the far dark reaches of the internet, should never...
Oh, she said the far dark reaches. What is she trying to say about black people? The dark reaches of the dark...
run our government or command our military.
Man, I'm telling you, Hillary Clinton was triggered. She got triggered when Trump went out there and he started appealing for the black vote. Ooh, she got angry. She's like, no, 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 black men and women of America, don't you dare leave my liberal plantation.
That there's a kinder, gentler, more responsible Donald Trump waiting in the...
Speaking of liberal plantation,
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
that's her black accent to appeal to black voters.
He promoted the racist lie that President Obama is not really an American citizen.
Racist lie. Actually, from what I've heard, it was the Clinton machine back in 2008 that first really began to peddle the birther conspiracy theories about Obama. So, okay, racist white liberal, keep playing your games.
He described Mexican immigrants as rapists and criminals, and he accused the Mexican government of actively sending them across the border.
See, Mexicans, that's not a race. So how could you call him racist for that? Secondly, as I already pointed out, Donald Trump did not say all Mexicans. He was referring to a subset of a subset of a subset. He was talking about immigrants, illegal immigrants who come from Mexico, who are murderers and rapists. And he followed that very sentence by saying, some, this is a quote, some, I assume, are good people. So you couldn't, his statement was actually incredibly nuanced and incredibly specific, so that to avoid making sweeping generalizations like you're claiming he made. In fact, as I said earlier, for you to claim that Donald Trump said all Mexicans when he clearly did not say that would make me come to the conclusion that maybe you, white liberal, are the fucking racist. You are the one who's interpreting things, racist things, that Trump never even said in his own words.
None of that is true. And oh, by the way,
You're right. None of it is true because he never said that. That's a media distortion that you peddle. What is true is that some illegal Mexican immigrants happen to be rapists and murderers. It's just a fact. It's not racist. Some of them do. I mean, some white people are rapists and murderers. Okay? Duh. Idiot.
by the way, Mexico's not paying for his wall either.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
If he ever tries to get it built, the American taxpayer will pay for it. We'll be stuck with the bill, but
Wow, that fell
a
flat.
steady stream of bigotry coming from him. I think we all remember when Trump said a distinguished federal judge born in Indiana could not be trusted to do his job because, quote, he's a Mexican. Think about that. The man who today is the standard...
No, that's a generalization. Again, another distortion. Trump said that the guy, the judge in the case, he didn't say he was just Mexican, he can't do his job. He said that the judge affiliates with extremely nationalistic pro-Mexico groups and organizations, including La Raza, which is a reference to the race, which is a common Mexican group organization that advocates for Mexican rights. Even though Mexico is not a race, but whatever. So Trump didn't just say, oh, you're Mexican, you can't do your job. No, he said that the judge is a Mexican nationalist with ties to La Raza. Big difference, you distorting fucking liar.
bearer of the Republican Party said a federal judge who, by the way, had a distinguished record as a U.S. attorney, had to go in hiding because Mexican drug gangs were after him, who has Mexican...
Wow, was that racist? You just said Mexican drug gangbangers are everywhere and going after people. Wow, you think all Mexicans are drug lords and drug dealers?
heritage, but just like me, was born in this country, is somehow incapable solely because of his heritage. Even the Republican Speaker of the House of Representatives, Paul Ryan, described that, and I quote, as the textbook definition of a racist comment.
Paul Ryan is a member of the establishment, the same establishment that owns the Republican establishment, the GOP, and the same establishment that owns the Democrat establishment, including you, Hillary. Paul Ryan is a cucked little boy.
And to this day, Trump has never apologized to Judge Curiel. But for Trump, that is just par for the course. This is someone who retweets white supremacists online, like the user who goes by the name White Genocide TM. Trump took this fringe bigot with a few dozen followers and...
But wait a minute, didn't Joe Biden, the other day, a clip surfaced of Joe Biden saying that white people are going to be a minority in America within like 20 years, and that's a great thing? So white genocide is the decreasing number of a group of people. If white people are going to be a minority, as even liberal progressives will openly applaud and say, yeah, fuck the end of white people, woo, can't wait 20 more years. If white people are going to be a minority, then that is essentially a genocide, a decrease in population numbers and density. So whether you like white genocide or not, it's just a statement of fact, is it not? I mean, that's what I hear, that the population numbers are dwindling for non-Hispanic whites in America.
When asked in a nationally televised interview whether he would disavow the support of David Duke, a former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, Trump wouldn't do it.
You mean like Robert Byrd, the former KKK leader who loved you, who you said was your mentor?
His latest paranoid fever dream is about my health.
Yeah. You're an old dying witch.
And all I can say is, Donald, dream on.
You're going to get stumped by Trump in those debates. I mean, you're going to get destroyed, lady. You're going to get destroyed.
But, my friends, friends.
with your prolonged bathroom breaks. Hillary, Hitlery, Hillary, Hitlery.
Friends.
She's got to cut off that chant as soon as possible because she's got to go home and go to sleep quick.
They said in October I'd be dead in 6 months. It's also what happens when you listen to the radio host Alex Jones, who claims that 9/11 and the Oklahoma City bombings were inside jobs. He even said, and this really just is so disgusting.
Wow, that is the mainstreaming of Alex Jones right there. Whoa, we have just stepped into uncharted territories, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, I think this lady could probably ramble on for fucking another 10, 15 minutes. It's pretty much all the same shit. Donald Trump is a racist. I mean, all the shit that she and the media have been trying for the past year plus, which never worked. It's just more of the same shit because that's all the left ever had. All the left ever had was making you feel guilty, guilting you into silence. And unfortunately, lady, it ain't working anymore. And that's why you've had to come out and make a speech about the alt-right. Because people are tired of being made to feel guilty. This is the rise of people who have balls, who stand up for what they believe in and do not cower. Of course, Donald Trump, finally someone with balls. Get the shirt now. Support Trump in the face of this evil witch, menacing feminist who wants to literally neuter every man alive, cut his balls off. She probably would like to do that. Go over to my website right now. I got the Donald Trump Finally Someone with Balls t-shirts are now available. Thank you for watching. Hillary is a witch. Not much else to say, is there?
As we await Secretary Clinton backstage here, we believe Secretary Clinton will be coming around the corner any minute.
What happened to her? She disappeared. Where did she go? I know where she went. It's disgusting. I don't want to talk about it.